We gotta do. And
Yeah. What up? Be rad.
yo, yo,
Boy
yo.
Kush. We in the building. Back on this politics shit, everything going on. Be rad. What's up with you
Ah, everything is everything. Just chilling, holding it down, trying to make my way through this maze of insanity that's going on with politics lately. Politics is crazy right now. I told you it's gonna get so crazy.
Crazy as fuck. You got Trump out here turning Democrats Republican, but that's another. We'll talk about that. Okay, but yeah, mate, I've been messing with that Taxstone when he get on Twitter. I think it's called Spaces, and a bunch of people get on. They get to talking and chopping it up. Taxstone, he been talking his shit, but lately he been on his politics shit heavy. He support Camilla real heavy, and everybody in the room support it. So me, I'm in the room listening to all the shit, whatever they got to say. They down in Trump. They talking about Camilla. I'm with it. I understand, but at the same time, I'm not gonna go with the flow with everything. I gotta shake shit up. You hear me? So basically, I got on the stage. I asked the question, and these motherfuckers damn near went crazy on me. I ain't gonna lie. Because he was talking about Camilla and how much of a good person she is and this and that. How he wants her to be, the president. He don't want Trump. He want her. And everybody in the room was agreeing. Nobody had nothing to say. So I got on the stage. I asked him about Carmella locking up all these black men. If she really for us black people, she didn't claim black. She was locking up all the. But I was just trying to stir it up.
And let me
I
guess,
don't.
dude lost his mind and started getting all flustered and started acting all wild, right?
Yeah, somewhat, but actually, he made at one point, which is kind of a good point. He said that was her job. That was
Definitely.
her job. So that is a good point. That was her job. What you think about that? Because that was what the fuck she was paid to do.
Yeah, no doubt. But she doesn't need to laugh about it. She doesn't need to to hit people with the worst extent for the slightest crimes. Like her big number is how many people she put away for marijuana offenses, and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked weed. So obviously she knows that there's parity to this, and it's not fucking funny to me.
Yeah, you're right. And then she made a lot of mistakes. So I have more questions for him, but they kind of flushed me out. But yeah, he that was his whole thing. That was her job. And you gonna well actually I was gonna say like she wasn't good at her job then, you feel me? Because she locked up a lot of innocent people. It was a lot of drug convictions with weed that they're gonna have to let out. Overcrowded the
Yeah,
prisons in California,
there's also a
like
lot of other crimes besides marijuana and drugs that are going on out in California that they don't do shit about.
mm, mm, mm.
Like, how about being the border czar? Like that was her job as the VP, and she didn't do shit for the border. Why does everybody forget about that? Like that was her job. She is the border czar. She was supposed to take care of the border for the past 4 years, and she hasn't done shit. In case nobody noticed.
What you mean she didn't do shit? What you wanted to do? Build a wall like Trump? She
No,
been
I
there's been
wanted.
regulations and things like
What do
that.
you
That's
mean? Yo,
why
but
that's why the
just yo,
cartels had to go underground and do
yeah,
the
but
and do
listen.
the
But Trump didn't finish the wall, right? But he also didn't have 12 plus million people come across in 4 years when he was in office, because they didn't
how
stop
many
anybody
then?
from
We need
coming
to look
here.
up the stats then, because
It's
I'm sure
12
a
million
lot of
plus.
people.
12 million plus is the number as of last week.
No, you said how many? You said during Carmela Harris in there.
Yeah,
Okay, so how many came through with Trump was in there? Because he the one that like really
he,
wanted to
he was
build the
trying to get
wall.
it done. Yeah, he
What
did.
made him want to build the wall so bad? It must have been bad for him. They must have been coming over during his time
No,
too.
it's because of the policy that Biden enacted the moment he got in office. He changed everything around, and that's why
Okay,
they
well,
showed up that day. And that's her part of that. That she's part of that regime,
a
and she
lot of
was the
people
border czar.
said that she did a lot on the borders, and that's when the cartels went
Yeah, she did
underground
do a
and
lot.
had to
She did
spend
do
a
a
lot of
lot.
money.
Yeah, she did a lot. She allowed them to come over in droves. That's what she did. A
No,
lot.
you know what I mean. I'm talking about like, why did they have to go underground? Then you feel me? They went
They don't. They
underground.
just walk it through right through fucking Eagle Pass. They don't go underground anymore. They
All
were
right,
going
well, you talking
underground.
about migrants? I'm talking about drug dealers and drugs coming in
I'm
here.
talking, yeah, but the flow of people coming over, the drugs are on the migrants, man. It's not
Okay,
just cartels running the shit across.
Well, that never really came up. You said she didn't do nothing for the borders and nothing like that. That's a whole nother
I'm just
story.
saying, in her time, she's in charge of the border, and we've had open borders. That's not a good thing. Like, she failed.
Mm. Let's watch some of this and get into some of these some of these
Price hikes
stories.
have cost the average family $28,000. That credit card debt is at an all-time high, and that basically the prices of things have never been like this ever before. There's never been anything like it. If you want to bring the prices down, if you want to have a good life, vote for Trump. Did you know that? If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider, because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward.
He make good points.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The system that we dealing with has been failing for a while, and he's coming from the standpoint of fuck that, fuck the system. Let's shake shit up and do things different. And that's what I think a lot of people's appeal to him is. We make the excuse. We say, "Oh, y'all like him because y'all think he gonna give y'all money or this and that." But really, the whole thing is, and I'm starting to understand it with black people and just people. Period. They feel like he's against the system. He gonna shake shit up. That's what they feel like. I don't know what you think.
No, he's not. He's going to bring it back to normalcy like it was when he was in office the first time around. Everybody forgets the guy already had 4 years in office. We already saw what he's going to do. It's going to be good times, man. Like, he's going to bring things normal again, and people are going to be happy about it. I guarantee
Mm.
you.
Mm. Okay, let's look to Carmela.
Looking person than Kamala.
Trump was on the campaign trail in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Here he is all over the place again, talking economy, immigration, and of course, lobbing those personal insults.
She says she's going to lower the cost of food and housing starting on day one. But day one for Kamala was 3.5 years ago. They said, no, her biggest advantage is that she's a beautiful woman. I'm going, huh. I never thought of that. I'm better looking than she is.
He loves to play off the energy of the crowd.
Kamala Harris, the vice president, you have criticized her appearance, you've criticized her intelligence. Is that the message to win over those moderate voters that you're going to need in the middle?
No, I don't think so. I think that the message is what a bad job they've done. I mean, if you look at this economy, if you look at inflation, and, I love this country. I have to do what it takes to win. I have to get this country going because we're going to lose our country.
Why insult her intelligence?
Well, I have to do that. Well, I don't think she's a very bright person. I do feel that. I mean, I think that's right. I think I am a very bright person. And a lot of people say that. I don't think she's a very bright person. And you know what? Our country needs a very smart person. And I don't think she's a very smart person.
So I'm not looking to.
She's considered to be the worst vice president in history. I don't know who the hell did that. If they do polls and they do studies, she's considered to be the worst vice president in history. 6 weeks ago, they were laughing at her. She was a joke, and now she got the nomination. She didn't get any votes, but she got the nomination. Explain that one. She's considered to.
Yeah.
Hey, now.
So as far as the debate, I guarantee he gonna have to watch his mouth. But when you think about what he's saying, he like, I have to say these things to shake shit up to make y'all listen and let y'all understand. She just
Yeah,
don't.
because he says fact after fact after fact, and nobody even acknowledges. He says she's ugly, and they got 25 questions about it. So fuck,
Fact.
he's got to make sure they're paying attention.
Hey, but Trump has been accused of lying a lot. You say facts, but sometimes he embellishes to make his case, and when he's talking,
If
he don't know
if
facts. We
that
all
is
know
true,
that. Come on.
if that is
He-
true, then that's if that's true, that sucks. That he's just like every other politician out there.
Oh, are
That
you
sucks.
serious? Are you serious?
Hey,
You
no, I'm lying.
questioning that? You're questioning
No,
that?
of course that I'm being facetious. I'm saying like, oh my god, a politician lied. Oh my
Oh, I
god.
get it now. Okay, I'm stupid and slow.
No, you're
That's
not.
what
You're
I'm
just
about to
honest.
turn up.
No, you're just an honest person, which is good.
All right, I got a little more content that I want to
For
get into.
reproductive freedoms, as President of the United States, I will sign it into law. As many of you know, before I was elected as Vice President, before I was elected as United States Senator, I was the elected Attorney General, as I've mentioned, of California. And before that, I was a courtroom prosecutor. In those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women. Fraudsters who ripped off consumers. Cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. And in this campaign, I will proudly put my record against his. For nearly 50 years, Roe v. Wade protected a woman's right to make decisions about her own body and her own life. Then, the highest court in our land took a constitutional right that had been recognized from the people of America, from the women of America. In states across our nation, extremists have proposed and passed laws that criminalize doctors and punish women, laws that make no exception even for rape or incest. And understand what the Supreme Court took, the United States Congress can put back in place. When we win back Congress in 2024, our President, Joe Biden, will sign the reproductive freedoms of Roe back into law. So let's see this through and let's get this done. Bill, we're going to win. Let me just tell you that. We're going to win. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but we will win.
You say that with such conviction.
I have no doubt, but I also have no doubt it's going to be a lot of work. And everyone's going to have to participate. This is a democracy. Bill, we're going to win. Let me just tell you that. I was the first woman elected district attorney of San Francisco, a major city in this country, and reelected. I was the first woman attorney general of the second largest Department of Justice in the United States and reelected. I was a United States Senator. I represented 1 in 8 Americans, and I'm now Vice President of the United States. They feel the need to attack because they're scared that we will win based on the merit of the work that Joe Biden and I and our administration has done. Our history as a nation is born of tragedy and triumph, of struggle and success. That is who we are. And as people who...
Yeah, that was off with the camera and shit. But yeah, she's speaking a lot. You just gave her credit for being the whatever in San Francisco, the DA or whatever the fuck. But she been putting it down for a minute. Her experience is crazy, and she was
Yo,
reelected in
absolutely.
all her
No,
fields.
listen, like I said, she's not. I already said this last week. I said she's not a stupid woman. Like she's not. I don't think she's I don't think she's a president as of yet. Like that takes a lot. The foreign policy is a big fucking deal. She's got to sit down at the table with a big. You want. She's got to sit down with Putin. Shit like that. You know what I mean, like, she's. I don't think she's ready for that. She's by far not stupid. She's worked her way all the way, like she said, to vice president. She's not
Why
a
you
stupid
think she's
lady
not ready for that? She put away
because she
big
hasn't done it
criminals,
yet. Because
and
she hasn't
Trump
done it.
and nobody else did none of that type of shit. She faced
Because
off
she hasn't done it
with
yet. Because it's not about putting away criminals. It's about being magnanimous and about coming to agreements with foreign leaders who, let's be honest, don't trust women either. You know, like they prefer to deal with men. They're not fucking Americans.
well,
These are
most
different sets of
Americans
people.
don't want to deal with most good people out here. Don't want to deal with people like Putin. They don't want to deal with people
No,
like
not that we
Kim
want
Jong
to deal with
Un
them like.
and whatever
Well, no,
else. They want
I
us.
don't
They
mean
want
deal
us
with
to.
them like make
They want
deals. I
Americans
mean,
to let the nuts hang, and they feel like Carmella might be the one to do that because Trump gonna be buddy, and everybody, oh, Trump was buddy with Putin and then
no, he
dude
earned his
Kim Jong
respect, so the
Un.
guy didn't fuck
Everybody's
with him. No,
commending
he
that,
had
but the
no, he had
motherfucker.
his respect. So dude didn't fuck with him. He's gonna fuck with this one. It's like he fucked with Joe Biden. Fuck everybody. Fuck with Joe Biden because he's weak and she is Joe Biden. Like what are you talking about? She just served for 3.5 years. We know what she's gonna do too.
She didn't have the right to make decisions. Joe Biden was the
She was the
president.
fucking
Now
second
it's
most
different.
powerful person in the world. She's the vice president of the United States of America, and Joe is not even fucking awake. All we heard from her is how he's sharper than ever. She fucking lied, and she sucks, and they did nothing. And she just did it. People forget. It's not like we don't know who she is. She just worked, and Trump just worked 4 years before that. What 4 years did you prefer? What 4 years do you think our country was doing much better?
The statement that is putting out there, if Americans put Trump back in the day, a lot of people say when Trump was president, America's image was just down. We look like just
Not true at all. We look
retards,
strong.
basically,
That's not
that
true. That's
follow.
not true.
We
We look
following
strong. What? That's so backwards. Wait, stop, stop. That's so backwards. Are you crazy? Like, we
no,
look
I'm
like retards
saying
and we look weak now. When Trump was in office, we looked strong. Everything looked strong. The economy was strong. Foreign relations strong. No wars, no problems, no bullshit. Nobody fucking with us. They knew where we stood. The day Joe Biden came in, everything got
you
soft. We
really
looked like
tripping.
fucking
You really
retards.
romanticizing and
No,
making it
it's not
when
about
Trump
that.
was
It's about
president. Yes, you
I
are, because there
romanticize
was
my love for
problems. There was a
America.
lot of
No, I
issues.
don't. I romanticize my love for America, and I loved America under Trump. And it wasn't because I liked Trump. It's just because I was proud of America, where America was in the world right then. In the last 4 years, don't even tell me you or anybody is proud to be an American right now. We look like fucking chumps.
I'm always proud to be American. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Ain't nobody changing.
I'm talking about you.
No,
It's harder.
no
It's harder.
president should change that.
No, I'm talking about based on our worldview, not the president, none of that shit. Just based on our worldview, the way we look.
Based on a
People aren't
worldview, when
respecting us.
Trump was in there, a lot of
People
people
don't
felt
respect
like
us.
we were dummies and dickheads because
No,
Trump
that's
was
what
running
America
around.
tells you. That's what
They were
America
like,
tells you.
look at your president. It was a
The
laughing
people
stock.
that, yeah, nobody outside of America says that type of shit. Everybody outside of America respects and likes America. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I
Are
watch
you
this shit.
kidding me?
I
I'm
put,
talking about Europe and in the outside
I'll put
America.
together the
That's what I'm
videos of
talking about.
people.
I'm not talking about Americans. Americans, yeah. I'm
That's what
talking about.
Americans tell you. I'm telling you, that's what American TV tells you that they think of you. I'm telling you, I've watched the interviews with foreign people, all sorts of foreign people, and they all love America.
Yeah, but
They really
you
do.
watch interviews on your whatever you want to. But
I've
there's
seen them.
people
I
out
watch them all
there.
the time.
Yeah, but it don't matter. You didn't watch. You don't know the senses of the whole world. When Trump was in there and he's making a mockery the way he get down, just basically like right now when he say, "Oh, I'm better looking," and all this weird shit.
It's
We not
levity.
dealing with
Jesus Christ.
policies.
Nobody can fuck around. Like I said, a million things. Like the guy says a million things in a row that like he's trying to state facts or whatever, and people don't
Yeah,
acknowledge it. And
but
then he says one thing about her not being attractive, and everybody wants to talk about that. Let's talk
he
about what
talked real
matters.
tough with Kim Jong Un,
But what
but then
matters?
but
What
then
matters? The 20
I'm
things
talking
he said
about what
before that
matters right
nobody paid
now. He
attention to,
talked
or the
tough
fact
to
that he
Kim
said she's
Jong
not
Un.
pretty.
He talked tough with Kim Jong Un, and then all of a sudden, I'm your friend. He talked tough with Putin. Oh, I'm your friend. Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck
and
is
did we
going
have
on?
any
We
problems?
gotta
And we
make a
didn't have any
stand
problems.
sometimes. What the fuck?
We didn't have. We did. They didn't do anything. There was nothing to take a stand against. They didn't do shit. We didn't have any problems with either one of them. But then all of a sudden, we had all these fucking problems. The
Trump
day
ain't ready
Biden
for
came in
no
office.
action, my boy. Trump ain't ready for that action.
Yeah,
And
you have no
Carmella, I
clue.
think is.
You have no clue.
Trump wanna be
You
these
know,
dudes' friends.
no, you know how you can tell a good lawyer when you don't have to get in a fight. That's how you can
I'm
tell a
not
good
talking about
lawyer. I
fighting.
mean,
I'm
not
talking
not a
about
lawyer,
putting it
like a
down,
good
letting
leader.
it, and showing assertiveness and showing that
He
we
did.
the
He
power.
did do that. I'll have to put together the videos and send them to you of preemptive moves that he made that made it so that we didn't have any drama. It's not like he just
Okay,
got
well,
lucky.
videos explain it. What did he do? He went over there. He was friendly, very
No,
friendly.
no. Look, we got to sit down together and go through some shit. We
Nah, we
really,
don't gotta go
I,
do nothing.
no,
This
we
is
do.
what we. This is
No,
right
we do
now for the
because
people. I don't need
no,
to know nothing. I'm
because I
asking
need to.
you. I'm asking you. I don't need to. I don't care. I'm asking you though. I'm saying the image of the people and what's going
Okay,
on and with the other
When
side and what
Trump
they thinking.
check it out. When Trump got in office, the day Trump got in office, he called the leader of ISIS, right? And he called him on a cell phone, which the leader of ISIS didn't give Donald Trump, the president, his fucking cell phone number. But Donald Trump still called him on the cell phone. And the guy answered, and he basically told him, he's like, check it out. And he sent him a picture of his own house from like an ISR predator, like a drone. He sent him a picture of his own house. And the guy's like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, I'm just letting you know that I know where you are. And I know that all your friends are over right now, too. And you're having a barbecue or whatever. He goes, I'm telling you right now, he goes, if one U.S. service member is hurt or killed in my tenure for the next 4 years as president, I'm going to find you and I'm going to kill you. And you're not going to know about it. I could have just done it now. And don't ever think for 1 second that I don't know where you and your entire family are. And then for the next 4 years, ISIS didn't do a fucking thing to any of our service members, not one.
Okay, shout out to Trump for that. But we was talking about specifically North
That's
Korea and
specifically
and,
dealing
and
with
Russia.
that's specifically dealing with an enemy. It doesn't get any more specific than that. And I don't
No,
think
it
Joe
doesn't.
Biden or
Yeah, what are
Kamala
you talking about?
Harris.
That specifically, it doesn't get more specific than that. I'm talking about what we were talking about specifically. You talking about it doesn't get more specific than that. What we were talking about is North Korea and Russia. That's
Yeah, I'm
specifically
talking
what we
about
were
fighting a
talking
real.
about.
I'm talking about an enemy that you're actually fighting in the moment with. That's as real as it gets.
That's nothing. ISIS ain't
That's
shit.
nothing.
That's
What are you
nothing.
talking
We talking
about?
about
Could you do
superpowers,
that? Could you do?
North
Yo,
Korea
could you
and
do that?
goddamn Russia. ISIS
Could
ain't
you do
shit.
that? Could you do that? I couldn't do that. That's hard body karate.
Can I do what? Are you serious? You asking me something? Playboy, if I was president with that power, don't even come on. Could you do that? He's a man. Please, that's not what we. That's not. We're not getting personal with it either. Can I do it? We're talking about our president. We ain't talking about me.
I'm saying
That
he's the
nigga,
only
average
president.
dude.
What I'm saying is he's the only president who's ever done some shit like that,
Okay, all
and it
right, I
worked.
get it.
It worked.
You're not addressing what I'm talking about. You bringing up
What are
some
you
shit,
talking
some
about?
cool shit that he did. I could bring up cool shit. If I knew the history of everybody, I could bring up a
If
cool something on
I
every damn
bring
body.
it's so unfair. You ask me something, I tell you, and you're like, "Well, if I
I
knew
didn't
something,
ask
I
you
could talk about
nothing.
it
Why you
too."
getting all? I asked you. I was talking about North Korea and Russia. What don't you understand?
I
You
brought it to
saying
a.
it's so
You're
unfair. You
talking
brought
about
up that what you did was so
right,
unfair.
right. No, what I did was I correlated it to another of our enemies, North Korea,
Oh my
fucking
God! Of
Russia,
course
and
you're
fucking
right. I'm
ISIS.
wrong. Yeah. All right.
You're
But
not
now with
wrong. You're
North
not wrong.
Korea, with
You're
North
not wrong.
Korea
I'm
and
just
Russia,
explaining.
he was buddy buddy. He not ready for that action. That's what I'm talking
He
about.
is ready. That's why. That's why it didn't go down because he handled business, bro. He's the first president. He's the first American to walk across a demilitarized zone in North Korea. He walked across that shit. No bodyguards, no nothing.
Hold
That's
up, EST
hardcore.
up in here too, and y'all really about
Yo,
to try to
yo,
attack me. We
yo.
gonna get on the
E, I need your
RFK
help, E.
shit.
I need your help, E.
Nah, that's why I called in. I said, hold on, Bush, what the fuck? You can't be pushing my man B-Rad around like this,
I ain't
bro.
I'm
pushing
talking,
shit.
right?
I asked about
No,
North Korea and Russia. Carmela, I played some content. She said she used to these type of motherfuckers and she ready to deal with them. You
and you
feel
know
Yep.
who
me?
that
She
is?
ain't ready
You
to
know who
be
that is?
buddy buddy friendly with them. She ready
She
to
married.
hurt
She
some
married to
shit.
one. She married to one.
Okay, explain
Yeah,
that then. I
she
don't know what
did.
that
She
means.
married a white guy.
Yeah.
She
So
married a
she
white
Okay, a
guy.
white guy,
no,
that don't mean nothing.
no,
I'm
not
not
just a white
racist.
guy. It's that no, I'm not either. But what she's saying is, I know their type. What you mean, your husband?
Why you say that? She talking about criminals. You want me to play the footage again? She's talking about criminals and finesses
Okay, let me
and
ask you
these
this:
big business finesses.
what
She
what
said she
what
know
cr-
these motherfuckers.
what criminal charge has Trump been convicted of?
A lot. He's felon. He's a felon. The fuck you mean?
Huh?
Yeah, for what? For what?
What? For
Man, I
what?
don't know shit.
Oh,
We
okay.
do.
Propaganda. Propaganda.
Oh my God. It's propaganda that he's a felon. Is he not a felon right now?
What criminal charge has he been convicted
Oh
of?
my God. Is he a felon right now?
It's not even nothing because it's in the Supreme
Oh
Court,
my
so he hasn't been
God.
charged.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
don't get me wrong, I'm not voting for Camilla, and I'm not voting for Trump either right now. But I'm talking, so don't get me wrong. But I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Like it's like when I say something, niggas like, oh, he wrong, la la la. We want to bring up facts. I'm talking about the overall picture. That's what I'm saying.
Crazy people want to
Well,
bring up facts.
look,
That's
hold
crazy.
on. Let me explain what like he had a relationship. He has a real friendship and relationship with Putin more so. Old dude in China and North Korea, they really don't have no relationship, but he's still able to be amongst these people and be a leader and trading, and they respect him. They don't respect other people like even though Trump let you know how he feel about you. You know what I'm saying? So
Carmella
he
winning
has
in the polls right now. America wants a representation of somebody that ain't going. Oh, look,
Those
that's
I love
polls are
propaganda,
America.
right?
taken 100% by people who's stupid enough to take polls, bro.
No, not even that. But now we're not even that. Be right. Listen, there's propaganda because she didn't
She
even get
wasn't even.
voted.
She
She
didn't
wasn't even
exist
voted
six
in.
weeks
So
ago.
let's stop with this whole she's winning the poll because she wasn't
Yeah,
even voted in the first place.
and she
So
didn't
Don't
even
okay.
exist 6 weeks
Even
ago, and
worse.
all of a sudden she comes out and she's ahead of the polls. It's like, but get the fuck out of here.
okay, but this is the thing. This is the
So I don't think
expectation.
y'all real patriotic if y'all think it's some scam or some
We're
conspiracy,
extremely
that's
patriotic. That's why we care about what the vote says and not what
Oh,
these
listen,
polls say on every
I'm a
different
black
thing.
look, I'm a black Republican in the South. How dare you question my patriarchy?
For real, for real, for real.
Nah,
I'm
honestly,
serious
if
every
y'all
day.
don't, if y'all think it's some conspiracy when these polls coming out, oh, how the
No
fuck she did
conspiracy.
it?
What are you
How is
talking
this?
I'm
about?
Then you're
serious.
not being patriotic. That's how
No,
I
no, it's
feel.
not. What I'm saying is, it's not. I didn't say conspiracy. I said it's propaganda to the sense of they're going to
Yeah,
throw positive things out there to make you feel like, oh, she's
make it-
gaining traction. But we know in real life, hard polls, landslide. Because they tried it with Hillary and she didn't even get the troops to come out and vote for her. So who the fuck is
Hillary
Kamala?
was never up on no polls.
The only
No,
concern
no, no,
right
no.
now,
You're right. No, hold on. You're right. What I'm saying is the numbers for people, her getting people out to vote was way less, and Kamala's going to be way less than that. She don't have nowhere near the traction that Hillary got, and they didn't even come out for Hillary, including women. So she has no chance. She wasn't even voted in the position she's in now. He backed out. He backed out. If
yeah,
he did not back out, they never would have said, you know what, Biden, you step back, Kamala, you go. They never
no,
would have said that. It was default choice. I would never select the default choice.
You really
Never.
think this debate is going to help Trump? Like
yeah, he's
he
gonna
can't even. I
slaughter
could
this
play the
chick. It's gonna
content
be
again.
beautiful. It's gonna
No,
be beautiful.
no, I'm gonna
Yeah,
be, I'm gonna
y'all
be,
get a
right. I'm
lot
gonna
of
be
it
right. No, I'm gonna
from
be
his
right.
insults.
I don't think it's gonna help him. Because I know in reality, regardless of what he's doing in the debate, the people are gonna show up in drones, bro. They don't care what he's doing in the debate. They say they're already locked in and ready to see results.
The
So
big
no,
concern now
You might be
is
right.
if the big concern now is if Republicans and people that are going to vote for Donald Trump, if they feel like it's going to be such a landslide and it's such a lock, and they don't show up to the polls because Republicans are notorious for not showing up to the polls. And
that's not true.
if they get complacent and think it's a lock, that could happen, and that absolutely could happen. But hopefully, people stay vigilant and fucking go out and vote like they're supposed to.
Hey, listen, but be right. Once Kennedy backed him, you know that's him. Listen, that's him
Oh,
plus
that's
the
huge.
Catholic.
No, that's
Hold on,
huge.
hold
That's
on,
huge.
wait. That's him plus the Catholic Church.
Oh yeah, let's
Yeah,
get into Kennedy.
that's
Let's get into
huge.
that. That's
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 huge.
crazy, you know.
It
And
only
that says
makes
a lot
sense
about
though.
Carmella. You feel me? Because your boy was Democrat. He jumped to the red side,
But it makes
and I'm
total
wondering
sense
why.
though. They make
Why,
total
B
sense.
Rad?
They don't
Why?
agree. They agree on 80%, 85% of things. There's a couple key things they don't agree on. And you know what? In order to get some movement, maybe you can get in there and discuss it and have a decent compromise between two people
Nah,
because
nah, answer
left
his
and the right
question.
ain't doing it.
Nah, answer his question so we can pull that stick it home to him. He said, "Why did he switch?" Tell him why they
Why he
switched.
switched, B Rad? I don't
Because
get it.
to be honest, he has more Republican views than Democrat, and the Democrats have fucking pushed him out same way they did to Bernie. They sacrificed this dude. They got rid of him. They wouldn't even give him a presidential detail, and both of his uncle and his father were both murdered, most likely by the CIA or Mossad or somebody. But they don't want to give him a a protection detail. Like sounds like they want to get him killed, and that's straight from Joe Biden. He said no. So it makes sense that he moves. And like I said, they got 85% things in common. We can work on 15% because it's not
You know what
getting
this
done on the
reminds
other
me of?
side.
Okay, but look at this though. I feel like this. Y'all say Carmella wasn't even voted in. If Biden was stepping down, who would have been the next vote? You smell me? It might have
They
been
would have
him.
had to have they would have had a vote and they would have had 4 or 5 representatives up there
I'm
to
just
You
choose
know
saying, who
from.
what?
would have been the next candidate? He would have been on the list. You think he's upset that this shit went down like the way it went down,
You know what?
basically?
That wouldn't have happened for him in in a vote like that. It wouldn't have happened.
Let's
He would have ran for it,
let's
but
answer the question. Let's answer the question and have a
Yeah, because
conversation.
I don't think B Rad hear what my question is. I
Now let's
said,
let's talk about that because that's a good question. Who would have been the candidate, right? So I think Mark Robertson would have had the momentum to run, but he's Republican, right?
yeah. So I don't understand. I'm
So
talking
it's
about
like
I really don't know who would have ran in place.
who
I don't
there's
pay attention to the
oh,
DNC, so I don't know.
I pay
see
attention
that's
to the
messed up.
DNC.
Then B Rad, you biased. But go ahead,
No,
ESC. I'm
no.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Don't do that, B-Rad. I pay attention to the DNC. But this is the funny part about the DNC, and I understand why you don't pay attention. Because what is there to pay attention to besides when you get past the smoke and mirrors? What is there?
That's what I'm
Nothing.
talking about. There's nothing to watch. That's what I'm talking about. They don't
Okay, but
talk about
let's not
anything.
change
They don't
up
tell
this
you
whole. What
anything.
I asked is very important. And I'm
We
telling you
answered
for
it.
real, it's
I'm saying we
crazy as
don't know who
hell.
they are. We don't know who they would have been because they don't tell you shit.
But you don't think he would have been a candidate?
Who?
Who?
Kennedy.
No.
Fuck
I mean,
no.
maybe, but he
Okay,
wouldn't have
No.
I
gotten
didn't
he
know
wouldn't
that.
have
I
gotten a
don't know.
fair shake regardless. But I don't think so. No,
Okay,
Oh,
I
no.
don't
You
know.
know why? You know why? Because he doesn't necessarily appeal. He's with the
he doesn't.
Democratic. He's with the
Yeah, he
Democratic
doesn't fit in with
politics,
them.
but he doesn't fit in the actual reality of the whole little thing. He's just for like the service, the support, the fun.
He is more of a Republican. His
Yeah, but
uncle
I thought he was
JFK would
running.
have been a
Wasn't
Republican
he
these days.
running?
He
huh?
believes in guns. It's
But
just
wasn't he
like
running for? Wasn't he running for the Democratic Party? Wasn't he running
yes,
No,
for
because that's the
president?
side that needs change, and that's
I
the
right.
side that has
understand that,
momentum
but
right
I'm
now.
telling you, what
But
I'm
they
trying
don't
to
fuck
get
with
to
him,
right
so he
now
has to
is
move.
obviously he got pissed off, butt hurt because the Kamala shit went
What do you
down the
mean?
way it went down, and then he jumped over.
That's how Trump wound up on a Republican ticket too. That's what
Mm,
happened.
I
yeah.
saying, yeah, that's what I'm getting
Look how
at.
they did Bernie. Look how they did Bernie. Bernie Sanders they
After Bernie,
crucified him.
bro. After Bernie, you can't
I
fool
have no
me
faith in
twice,
these
bro.
people.
You
You have
can't
no
fool me
faith in these
twice.
people.
Cannot fool me twice after Bernie. I knew right then and there
You
what the
can't have
politics
faith. These
was
people are
siding with.
Yeah,
snakes.
but I don't like people going with their feelings.
It's
He
not
That's what
mad.
the
He
feelings.
got
It's based
mad. He
on
no
want to
no no
facts.
become a
no no no.
Republican.
He's right. Okay, so stay right there.
Right, but it's based on facts because that's what they did. Yeah, it sucks, but
Yeah,
the
but you
fact is
said
they
Trump
did it.
did it too, off his feelings.
No, he had to leave because of the same type of shit. He just saw it first, but they weren't allowing him on the Democratic ticket either.
No.
So if you're
Okay,
not going to allow me to run, I still need to fix
Well,
this
but this
country.
thing, the
Let
thing
me
though,
do it from the inside.
let's put in
okay.
context. The reason they didn't let him run is because they knew the liberal movement was coming up and coming. They knew he would have never let that happen, being in control of the Democratic Party. You know, so they didn't want him there in the first place because he was going to block that from the. He didn't coincide with the Democratic politics, but let's say
Mm,
familiarity,
he ain't have a lot of
familiarity.
friends.
No,
Because he
no,
wouldn't have allowed the shit that just went down to go down with all this craziness
no.
in
Uh
schools
huh.
and everything.
It's a wool over our eyes. The Republicans are the ones who's going to actually help us with the tax benefits and help us with our businesses. The Democrats will not. Name one.
No policies. Haven't
Name
heard any
one.
That's kind of
policies from him.
crazy.
I've
That's
heard
kind of
no
crazy.
policies. Don't tell me. All they do is tell us how bad Trump is and how bad the Republicans are. They haven't told us anything to do. Donald sits there and talks about what he's going to do, and everybody wants to talk about his one joke about Kamala and not being that pretty or prettier than him. That's a
Kamala
fucking
got
joke, dude.
policies. She was talking about abortion. She was talking about locking up these big wigs that's basically getting over on the people. She that shit that's like appealing to me. So I ain't gonna lie. When you talk about locking up the big wigs and all that type of shit, yeah, I'm with that. You
So
know what I mean?
ask yourself, where's this momentum been the past 4 years?
Okay, but we talked about policies. Y'all said she got no policies and
She's
she
got
ain't
the
talking
same.
about none.
That's
She's
what I'm
not.
saying.
Her
He's
policies
helping
are
me
just
out.
going to be the extension of what they
No,
already were.
he's helping me out. I just said, what was this at the past 4 years? You talking about policies. What was her
Yeah,
policy?
she vice president. She talking about if she president.
No,
She talking about
vice president can have policies, can
okay.
implement.
Well, she's saying
Absolutely,
if
they're
she's
supposed to
president.
make policy.
Yeah, yeah. So
I
what was
get
That's
her
it.
their
policy the
job.
past 4 years on everything she's talking about right now? What was that at the past 4 years?
You know what's wrong with this shit? And it's on some gang banging type of shit. Is whatever if Trump say something good. If I was a damn hardcore right lefty and Trump say something good, I don't hear it. I'm like fuck that da da
Yep.
da. And if and on the other side opposite, because I guess we looking at the overall what the person represents. I get that. I understand that.
Oh,
But
I
at the
personally
same
wish
time, what? What'd you say?
I per I personally wish he had a better opponent and candidate so people can really see. But I just hate the fact that she's so full of shit and she don't have no traction that I can't fake it. But I wish it was somebody just as powerful and had just much movement as him, so we can let the country really decide and see who the strongest is. I wish he had
I
competition,
I
but
wish we
that's
had competition to the point where I was like, man, I don't know who to vote for right now. I wish we had that kind of competition right
So
now. That's
y'all
a
feel
great
like it's a
problem to have.
landslide.
bro. Bush, you
I
have
no,
no
I don't think
idea
it'll.
when
I don't think it'll reflect in the polls. But yeah, I think most.
oh,
I
what?
think the way the country feels, it would be a landslide. But I think at the polls, it's gonna be a lot closer.
Oh, be right. Listen, he's a lot stronger than what he was the last time
I
he
agree.
ran, right? Okay, and how
I
about this?
agree.
He's a lot stronger, and the opponent is a lot weaker. And the last opponent that was up there was way stronger, and it
It was
was a
weak.
landslide. So based off the metrics, it's gonna. Landslide is an understatement.
I
It's
mean,
an understatement.
I
All right,
think it's a
we'll
lock.
see.
I think it's a lock. I'm just saying. I think at the polls it's going to be closer than we thought, but I think it's a lock, bro. Like I don't see it
Mm,
not being a lock. I think this is all
Hey,
bullshit.
she
With
just
all
went
these
on.
numbers, they're bullshit.
Hey,
all
check
right.
this out. She just went on Angela Ross show, right? And
Mm,
the Angela Ross said, "Name the best rapper alive." She said, "I don't know, Tupac." He said, "Alive."
Oh,
She said, "Alive." She said, "Oh yeah, alive." She said, "I don't know. I don't want to name nobody. I kind of want them to stay in their lane." I was
yeah.
like,
She don't know.
man, I ain't
She
gonna
don't
judge
know.
her on no rapping shit, please. I don't give a
"No,
damn.
you
Yeah,
no
but
no
then
no."
don't use that as part of your campaign.
Exactly. See, this is what I'm saying. Listen, if you can't come to the culture and talk the culture, then don't talk to the culture. That's all I'm
That
saying. That's
What?
all I'm
that
saying.
She can't
What?
talk to the culture if she can't talk
No,
the
this is what I'm
culture.
saying. Let me break it down. She comes to the culture like she is of it, and then we'll ask you, so what's the best rapper right now? You're like, I don't know. I don't want. It's like, but so why the fuck is you over here? Go talk to the country music awards then. Go
No,
to that. Go over there.
black women don't have to listen to rap and
but
Who's a
she
black
about.
brought
woman?
rappers out at her
Oh,
Who's a
campaign.
black woman? Who's a black woman?
well,
But
if you
she's
trying to
not.
say,
She's
oh,
Indian.
look at her, she claiming she black and she don't even listen to rap. Okay, if she is
Yeah, but
claiming
she
she
had
black
rappers. She
and
had
she don't
two
have to
rappers.
listen to.
She
Did she
had
come
two
out of a
rappers
black woman?
at one of her like speeches. She had two rappers there.
Did she
Okay,
come out of
I
Like,
a black
understand,
woman?
man.
Did she
But
come
my
out of
thing
a
is,
black?
look, what y'all think the debate results is going to be like not even the
Man,
results. Now I just
she's
want them to
gonna
know
get her
like
boots
what
smoked.
type of shit the left going to be talking about the fake news with Trump. What do you think is he going to get? What's going? You know what I mean? Let's
Trump
talk about
invented
some
fake news. What are they
predictions.
talking about?
well, this is the opportunity. It's really, I'm gonna be honest. There's no really fake news as far as their
Not
debating competition going on like how it was in Hillary and his shit.
Hmm
There's
It's
not really
different
a
now.
lot.
It's different.
There's
The
not
news
really
is
a
just a
lot.
lie altogether. It's not fake news. It's just all bullshit now.
It,
Okay,
it's
I want
not.
to hear. I want to hear B Rad prediction about the debate, and then we go to ESC, and then we're gonna see. I'm talking about the debate and the results and what you think is gonna happen,
Okay,
basically.
so when you watch the debate, he is going to win, right? It's going to be heavily controlled. They're going to dead microphones. They're going to cut away from him in the middle of points that he's trying to make. They're going to play towards her, and then afterwards, even though she got beat, they're just going to talk about how she won. They're just going to say she won, and people are going to say she won.
What do you
Like that's
consider beat? Like with the Trump,
like
what do you
like
like?
when he says real shit with real answers and backs it up with things that he's already done in his past 4 years as a president, and she has no fucking real answer, or she just goes
Mm,
on the attack. She just goes on the attack and doesn't answer the questions, and they just placate to her the entire time. I guarantee that's probably close to what's going to happen. But he wins. He
is
wins.
Trump gonna
Anybody who
insult
pays
her?
attention, he wins.
Is Trump gonna insult her personally or her parents? And
I think
hey,
that he needs to stay away from that shit. I think he
is he
needs to
gonna
not
do it
do
though?
that. He might. He might.
Predictions,
He's going to
predictions.
throw. I don't think of her appearance, but he's going to throw zingers at her not being bright.
he go- he's gonna clown her being stupid. Basically, what you saying?
Why would he not? When
You
she
saying
can't
she's
answer, he'd be
stupid?
like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's why she's a genius."
Oh
Like he's
boy.
going to say that kind of shit,
Okay, and
and
what's the
so we
fake
should.
news gonna be saying?
There
Or
ain't
the
no fake
news
news. All the
period?
news is fake. Pay attention to what real people on YouTube say. People with trusted sources on YouTube that you pay attention to, and that
All right.
you
Now
buy
listen,
What
with.
here
is
we go.
That's real
what is
news.
CNN gonna be saying? B Rap.
I don't know. I don't.
It's predictions, bro.
That's funny. I don't watch CNN, so I have no idea what they're going to say. But it's going to be
All
something
right.
left leaning. It's going to be left leaning. I guarantee you. It's going to be Kamala did a great job, and he's just a mean guy.
Okay. ESC predictions for the debate. I can't wait for this debate too.
Okay, so listen,
It's
I
going to be
looked some
good.
up. They're gonna have 5 talking points in the debate: public police and safety, economic inequality, immigration, voting
Mm.
rights, and education to school prison pipeline.
Ooh,
Now,
Mm.
yes, he's bringing it right now. Nice.
Be rad. Don't cut him off. But you
I'm
right. Go
not. I'm
ahead.
just. I like it. I like it. Let's
All
go.
right. My bad.
each one of those ones, he has ground and momentum in each topic: police and safety, because he done kept the country safe. Now, as far as certain things about the immunity, we'll have to debate that once we break that down. Economic inequality. The man had already shown and proved that he's willing to let anybody enter the market and take advantage of it as long as you got your shit set up legally and right. Immigration, he started the whole wall, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna get a hold on that. You know what I'm saying? And the voting rights, along with the education, school to prison pipeline. You know, prison reform is in motion. I can see him sitting down with a few of these dudes and implementing a few things. It's the point of having something already implemented, so don't nobody got to hand you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Once you got something implemented and rolling, I can support that. And he's gonna smash her in all debates, all talking points, satire, humor, real life politics. She's gonna be up there looking deer in headlights,
Oh
laughing,
my
trying to laugh it
God.
off because you're
Yeah, all
getting
right.
spanked.
It's your
Like
debate.
I
You
hate to
wrong.
say it, bro. I hate he gonna be, bro.
It's your
Bro.
prediction, though. We'll see.
It's a prediction, but this is the thing. I watched it enough that I know I'm not pulling nothing out my ass. Pause. Like this is what's gonna happen. He
Hmm.
he he's smarter. He's more powerful. It's just it's not pretty, bro. I don't like to see 3-0s. I say talk battle rap. I don't want to see a 3-0, but it's gonna
Hmm.
be a 3-0, man. It's gonna be a 3-0.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
I hate to
think
say it.
eh, being African American, and I don't know what she identified with. That's in question or whatever else. But the intimidation factor is there, and then you're a woman too. So that's why people praise Barack Obama. I know y'all got a lot to say about him or whatever else, but to be able to go up there and go against these people coming from this history, we never had a real African American because of that and that factor of we were slaves. I mean, we don't know how that affects us and really affects our psyche. We think we know, but we don't. But we see the courage, and some of us really get proud to see that. You know what I mean? So it's deeper than nah. You could laugh. It's deeper than just all that shit. You feel me? And then
Yo,
maybe
you
that's
deserve
wrong or
better than this
right. Maybe
imposter.
that's wrong or
You
right.
deserve better.
But honestly, I swear, and that's the thing. So if she do hold it down and keep her head up and show courage, a lot of people gonna be behind her. Sorry,
If
that's
that's
just
the
what's
case,
gonna
if
happen.
that's the case, if that's the case, then you deserve a lot better than this imposter.
Yeah, I feel you for sure.
What courage has she shown so far?
Well,
Hey,
uh, from the beginning, from going to school and getting her first job and going to the field, she been showing courage all her life, my boy.
That don't take courage to go to school, bro.
Okay.
I'm talking
Well,
about
that's
politically.
that's that's where
As
we
a
disagree. I'm
politician,
not talking about going to school.
no,
I'm
as a
talking about
politician,
her jobs and all of them. She got second. She got. I'm just talking about her credentials,
do you
and
think she would
nah,
be as
we
nah,
far
got
as
we
she
don't
is
got
if
to
she was
take
a white
away from
lady?
her credentials and for this debate thing or whatever else. You feel me? We could still be a Trump. Go for the
nah,
right candidate or
Let me ask
whatever
you
nah.
else.
this:
We ain't
Would
got
she
to
be
knock
as
her
far?
credentials though.
Would she be as far if she was a white lady and went to school and did all that?
I
Yeah.
mean,
What
to
you
be
mean?
honest, she would, but guess what? Hillary did the
Be
same
further.
thing she did, and guess what? Got white.
Hillary ain't do none of this shit.
Hillary
Come on
Hillary was
now.
married to a
Right,
Are you
president.
serious? Oh my
hold,
Hillary was
god.
no,
married
Do
this,
I have to
to a
play the
B-Rad,
content? Y'all are
B-Rad,
crazy.
B-Rad, B-Rad. Listen, in the 90s, was Hillary not in politics with the super predator pack?
Of course she was.
Okay, so
But
she's been in
but
politics
she was
since the 80s,
the
90s.
wife of a president. She was the wife of a
No,
president.
but but this is the thing. Listen, hold on. Michelle Obama was the wife of a president. Was she active in bills and acts being passed? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, so there we go. Hillary has since the 80s and 90s. She's been in politics. She ain't just been a
I'm
politician
not
wife.
talking about that's
Yeah,
politics.
And
no.
foreign.
She was always a politician.
Carmela
She
was
was
in the
always a
field
politician.
for real. Politics, okay, based off the strip of her husband and getting these little things. Carmela was she was in the field.
No,
Yeah,
no, 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 no.
She
so was
got
Clinton. She was a
rehired
No,
lawyer.
both
no,
times.
Clinton was
no,
a
no, no,
lawyer.
no, no. A district attorney is not a politician. I'm talking
No,
strictly
Yeah,
political
exactly.
work. Okay, no, so don't we not giving you no credentials for being a district attorney. That has nothing to do with it has
No,
something to
not
do with
that.
politics.
B Rad. It was a whole bunch of other jobs. She was all kind of
she was
shit. Y'all
Supreme
got
Court.
me because
Not Supreme
I'm
Court.
retarded. But we keep doing district attorney. No, she
She
was
was an
in the
ADA,
field,
district
my nigga.
attorney. She was a attorney general for California.
That's
Yeah,
all
that's big
law.
shit.
That's law. That's not politics. That's not political.
I know. That's why I said. That's why I said it. Politics is bullshit. Really.
Nah, nah,
Anybody can get
No,
in there with the college.
that's
nah,
the
They need to.
important
They
part.
know the right people and
nah.
all that. Yeah. Let's be real here. Her
Okay,
husband
so
was Bill
if
Clinton.
politics is bullshit, then the law
Her
district attorney
husband
is
was
bullshit.
Bill Clinton. Come on
Because you
now.
ain't nothing but the politician henchman being a district attorney. So if
Her
that ain't
husband
true,
was Bill Clinton, nigga. That she gets no. You can't. She gets no props. Her husband was Bill Clinton. That's
no,
how
what
the
I'm
fuck
saying,
she was
no,
able to
what
get
I'm
up in there.
saying, she gets no props. But this is what I'm saying. She wasn't just a wife. She was actively
Yeah, no,
doing
she was in the
making sure
game. She was in the
she was
game.
in the
That
game, bro.
the whole think of it was that they got married to further both of their careers.
Hey,
That's what I'm
B-Rad,
saying.
hey,
She was in the
B-Rad,
game.
B-Rad,
No doubt.
B-Rad.
That's what I'm
Bush
Yep.
saying.
don't
Though
know
what
about
y'all
the.
saying is what I'm saying. She was in the game,
B-Rad.
but politics. Come on, we talk. She was in the game because her husband. It was a whole game.
No, she was
Politics.
No,
huge in the
Politics
hold
is
Democratic
on,
Party.
people
B-Rad,
out.
B-Rad, listen,
She
listen. Bush
ran the
don't
White
know.
House. She ran the White House. She ran the White
Bush
House.
don't know about the laptop. Bush don't know about the laptop in Russia. He don't know. He don't know this woman, bro.
That's because
You-
that's not what we talking about. I'm trying to say
Yes,
y'all
we
taking
are.
away from Carmela's credit and saying she ain't shit and she
Well,
ain't.
that was
Come
your
on now,
fake news. He's
shit.
bringing up
Yeah.
your fake
Oh,
news.
what I'm trying to get the point across is Kamala has no history in politics.
That's what I'm
Hillary
talking
has
about.
Hillary has 30 plus years and got wiped. So what is Kamala going
I
to
don't
do?
understand your point at all because Trump didn't have any
I
history
don't
in
understand why we
politics.
don't get that.
Certain
I
great
don't,
people don't have no history in politics and they
He
come
was
in
a
and they do
world
their thing.
businessman.
Trump
He was a
didn't have
world
exactly.
no history in
businessman.
politics and y'all gonna sit there and close y'all ears to it, but y'all fucking with him now. So stop it with the she has
He
no
was a
history in
world
politics. I
he
killed
was a
that point right
world
there by saying that.
he was a world businessman. He's dealt in this shit.
Yeah, but we
Politics
talking
and
about
business is the
politics.
same. It's the same people, the same
Oh
things.
my God. All right. Y'all biased as hell, I swear to
I'm
God.
not biased. I can say good.
Y'all
Hey, listen,
are, because
I
politics,
can.
y'all said she don't got no history in politics. A lot of great people come in politics and don't have no history in politics.
All right.
Come on now, let's admit it. Let's be
Right.
real.
So it depends on the people who are behind them and who's behind her. The same people that are
That's
behind
not
the
even
last
true.
4 years of our country.
That's not even true. She hasn't been doing business with politicians for the past 20, 30 years. Trump has. She
No,
has
she
no
hasn't. Yeah, of
leeway.
course.
She has no leeway at all. And nobody who just started watching or haven't been watching for the past 20 years can convince me or tell me otherwise. Cause how about this? When he was president, you ain't know about a fucking Kamala Harris. How about
Yep.
that? You only
Exactly.
heard of her when Biden became president. That lets me know you don't know shit about politics. You just wait
It's
till somebody
identity
comes and
politics
start
too.
talking about him. You would listen. If she had leeway, you would have known about her when Biden was president. She only popped up when he became president. You would have known about her 8 years before then,
That's
politically.
besides everything we talking about.
So you can't
Everybody
throw
already
No,
the
know
she
that.
fits. She
talking
Everybody
and it
know that
sucks
I
besides.
to
don't know
say.
nothing
It
about
sucks to
this.
say, but when you play
I'm
identity
speaking
politics,
on
she
real
fits the
time.
bill
What's going
perfectly
on?
too.
Me too. Me too. Me
It
too.
sucks to say that, but she fits the bill
But
for
the
You
way
identity
can
y'all
politics.
coming
understand
across
in
is
order to
like
run for the president, you have to have a run for at least 4 to 8 years of doing something and have a leeway in order to become president. Just because you get
Yeah.
thrown in the position don't mean you're gonna do anything, bro.
I
She's
didn't
not
say
gonna do
she
shit.
was. I'm talking about the debate. What's going on? We didn't get to what she doing, what she gonna do. She
Nah,
ain't
all
even
that
make
no,
it.
listen, all that plays a part in the debate because we have to bring that up. Your history counts. What have you been doing? What can you do? All that's gonna matter.
I
We
can't
can't
bring
just
shit up. Ain't nobody listening to me. It's predictions we making right now. When y'all
listen.
say
Have you
she
did you
had,
watch
y'all say y'all compare her to Hillary and shit like that. Man, Hillary was a white lady. She goddamn yeah. She got into politics. Her man, all that. She had a lot of benefits. A
he
lot
don't
of
understand
benefits.
how deadly that woman is.
And
He
then,
don't know
and
how
then
Yeah,
that
no,
goes
yo,
to my
you're
point even
missing who
more
she
that
was, bro.
Carmela
She was
didn't have no
scary.
history in politics and got in
he
fact
don't
I
know
would
with
that.
I
every
would be
man.
I would
It
be
seemed like
frightened
she
if we were running
finessed it
against
for
Hillary
real.
right now.
I gotta give it up
I'd,
to her for that.
I'd be
How
frightened
about
if we were
this?
running
Like,
against Hillary right now.
let's do a little bit more research on Hillary. She wasn't just no innocent wife. She's been in, how about this?
I
She's
definitely
more
think
She's
she was
huge.
how
innocent.
She
about
was
this? How
huge
about this?
before he was the
Hold
president.
on, let me finish. She is entrenched in politics more than her husband was.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Y'all just don't know.
yes.
And listen, let's just talking domestic. The foreign shit that go over your head. The foreign shit that have you shaking your head like, what the fuck? Yes,
She's killing people with drone
I
bro.
hear
strikes,
you.
wilding out.
Motherfuckers that listen, they know when they hear me, I'm not putting no stamp on nothing. I'm just questioning shit to y'all. But y'all putting stamps on shit. But we
Because
Nah,
got
I
it.
watch
It's
you riding
all good.
Kamala's big bird all day
I watch
long.
politics. The last person can't even outside the Trump. These people don't even watch it every time it comes. I watch it so I know that her past and what she's done and what she can do is going to be brought up. You don't just
Yeah,
show
but
up to
you
the
coming
podium for the
across like you the boss politic man that know everything. My nigga, please.
ah
Because first
stop.
of all, nigga, nobody knows shit about nothing. You can watch all you
That's
want.
not true.
Well,
That's
that's
not true.
unfair to say.
That's
That's
not
unfair
true.
to say.
Okay, you can watch
Listen,
all
listen.
you
How
want.
about
You
this?
think you
I'm
know
not
somebody
coming across.
from watching some shit?
No, it don't come from watching, bro. You gotta put life
Pay
experiences.
attention for
Hold on, hold
years,
on, hold on, hold
years.
on. Let me just call. I don't want to come across as an all-knowing politic dude, but I speak passionately because I know this. I don't talk out my ass. A lot of people talking out their ass, bro.
Oh, me? You saying I'm
Yeah,
talking
No,
out
no,
my ass?
no,
no,
I didn't
no.
say
People
you.
in
I'm talking
general.
about all inclusive. See, this is the thing. You might think I'm the all inclusive political dude. I never
No.
said nobody thought I was that.
And
But
this
I
we
is
didn't
not
this is
say
talking
that.
this
about
is
them
stuff
people
that you
that's
pick
talking out
up.
their ass. That's
But
what I'm
this no,
saying.
but this
But
is
We gotta
this is
stay
hold on.
with
stuff
the.
you
We
pick
gotta
up and
stay on
learn
topic.
over years
This,
and
We
years
gotta
and
talk about
years.
dumb
This
people. People talking
exactly.
out
this
their
is
ass. I'm
this,
questioning
what
shit.
we're talking about right now is shit we've been paying attention to for the last 8 years,
Yeah, and
Okay,
I don't like
so
people,
and
and
even
I don't like
further
people
when it
try to
goes to
say
the
like
Clintons.
trying to come off as a know-it-all. No, it's not that. It's when you're well
No,
educated.
it's impossible. It
When you
just means
well
you're well
when I
educated,
versed.
say okay,
you're
can I talk for a minute? When I ask
Yeah,
go ahead.
question, when I say certain things like okay, Camilla, she wasn't in politics. Yeah, Hillary, her husband, politics. You know, yeah, she had a way in there, and she was engulfed in it. All right, she wanted to be it. Camilla was on the other side doing her thing, and she jumped into it. She had no history in politics because she's in it. But y'all say, oh, fuck her because she did like nah. It's like oh, give credit to a motherfucker that jumped in the shit and don't even got no history in it. Her
and I
husband
said it's
ain't
great,
involved in the shit.
and there's plenty of time for her to fucking learn how to do this job and to do it and be elected in the future. Right now is not her time. I said that last week.
What
Okay,
did
I
she
might
jump in?
I,
agree
What
with
did
that.
she jump into? What did she? They threw her. This is not. Y'all don't understand. This is not
yeah,
her
they
choice to
pushed her
be here.
in.
This
Yeah,
is
They
they
not
did
her
throw
choice.
her in to be a vice president, man. Come on,
Okay.
bro.
All right. All
Y'all
right.
are y'all are y'all are
All right.
y'all
All
are
right.
on some real.
She's a
I get
smart
it.
lady to get what she's gotten. She's no fool.
How about
She
this,
But
B.
if
rose
Brad?
but if
to the
y'all close
second
your
highest
mind to
power in
certain
the
shit,
land. She's no
Where,
fool, but she needs more time. She needs to learn more. She should have learned a lot more as a VP, but she worked with Joe, and Joe
what
didn't
it
do
is,
shit.
man? What it is the times that we're in. She comes across as a black woman of law, so that politically, aesthetically works for this political times right now.
Yes,
That's all
ain't
it
shit
was,
working.
bro.
This shit ain't working. I don't think. People looking
No,
at her
it's
crazy.
working because it's a woman. Nowadays, all you really gotta do is put a woman in the forefront, and that blocks the trans
I
shit. You
don't
can't
know
come.
if that's true. We'll see when the polls come out because I believe a lot of people feel
no,
like
they're
y'all
gonna find
feel and
out
they
it's not
they
true, but they
scared and
believe
they
it now.
really feel like she don't got what it takes. I only bringing up points of like look at what she did and this and that and then get shot down like she ain't shit, which is what I don't fuck with.
I'm
I
When
didn't
not
say
bringing.
she
that's
ain't
all
shit.
because Trump, I'm gonna give it up to Trump. I'm gonna give it up to every. You feel me?
Nah,
Like
everybody
it's
don't get credit. Then how about this? I'm not.
oh, everybody definitely don't. I'm talking about
I
that
didn't say
did what
one
she
thing.
did should get
I
credit.
didn't say one
Everybody
thing.
don't, but
I
nobody
didn't
else in
say
the
one thing.
world did what she did.
I didn't say one thing emotional, right? Everything I'm doing, let's talk the facts and let's let the evidence speak for itself. Fuck how I feel.
Uh
Let's
huh.
talk facts.
Yeah.
Let's debate the facts.
I'm not talking. I'm not. This channel ain't facts, and if
No, no, I ain't
you
talking
already
about you
know. I'm
personally.
I'm asking y'all questions about shit, and that's it. You feel me? I'm discussing. That's what we talking about. We talk facts. That's
Yo,
CNN or
clip
whatever the
that.
fuck. That's fake news.
Not
But
everybody gets points.
No, not
yeah,
everybody.
everybody don't get points.
How about
That
this?
was
I
How
don't
about
hard.
really
this?
That
fuck
Though?
with
was so hard.
Let me be even. Let me be even. Listen, I would endorse Bernie Sanders more than Trump. But how about this? Bernie Sanders got a son called what? B-Rad?
Bernie's son?
Ron
I don't know.
Paul.
I have no idea.
Ron.
Who
Ron
is it?
Paul. Ron Paul is his
Oh,
son.
oh, it's really?
Yes, left. They're totally two different
Wow.
people.
I never even paid attention to that, but I know who
Yeah,
Ron Paul is. Oh my
yeah.
God.
That's his
Ron Paul's
son,
got a
bro.
lot of great points. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I never
This
got
is the
that far
thing.
into it.
I'm willing to see. Hold on. These are that's that man's son, but they have two totally different identities, and I'm willing to see
Yes,
and
very much
understand.
so.
Okay, I would have chose Bernie over Trump. See, I don't want people to think I'm Trump crazy. Because if Bernie was there,
No,
I
I
would have chose
understand.
Bernie. I would
oh
have chose Bernie.
Sanders. Oh
Yes,
wow.
sir.
Bernie was the whole thing where I was like, thank God we have somebody besides Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And then they pushed Bernie out, and I was like, you know what? Fuck these people. Like, I was pissed. I was
Yeah, but
pissed.
you can't never just cut the shit out because of a decision or whatever else. And honestly,
No, I
I
didn't
don't know
vote
how
that year.
y'all feel. Y'all feel like the voters are being manipulated, the votes are being manipulated, or this and that.
We already talked
Of
about it. We said
course.
we didn't tell the people that Russia interfered the last time.
Uh
So
huh.
yes,
Yeah,
it's
turned
going
out
to
I'm
to be
talking
be.
about y'all, but
bullshit.
I know y'all talking about influence and stuff, but I'm talking about like the actual ballots.
What if I was to tell you there was never an election where the ballots wasn't fucked with?
Every ballot is.
I
There's
could,
always going to be some
hey,
degree of fuckery in every
I
election.
could, I
Always,
could, I
always.
could believe it, but it's not about believing because I don't believe shit unless I see the facts.
No,
I can
look, it's
Okay,
it's
understand,
based
okay,
on knowing
I can
let's
people.
see
It's
understand
the
what
facts.
based
y'all
on knowing
saying, but
people. Someone's going to fuck with it somewhere. We know that,
This
but
is the
like
fact.
but for the
This
most
is the
part, it's
fact.
usually pretty on the level.
well, that takes away from a lot with me as far as the
Well, how about
system
this?
and being
It's
Bush
just
didn't
human
patriotic.
win.
nature. It's just human nature.
Yeah,
Hey,
but we
Bush.
okay. If it is, even if it is, we American, whatever it is, it is. That's how I feel.
Are we
Fuck it.
forgetting that Bush didn't win? Gore actually won. They came back and said, "Oh, some extra shit was counted. Bush won."
Yeah, yeah, I
Oh
remember
yeah,
that.
like
I
like
remember
like the
that.
50,000 ballots they found for Gore that were
It's
in
an
some
ugly game.
farmhouse in fucking
The
Florida, which
ugly
just so
game,
happened to
bro.
be Jeb Bush's
But guess
county.
what? It ain't that ugly. You go to other
What
Oh
do you
man,
know?
countries.
B-Rad. Hey, B-Rad don't beat. Now B-Rad, no. He got down to the bottom of it because when they got down to the bottom of who them voters was, what was it, B-Rad?
It
You
said that
said what?
they found 50,000 votes in a box or in boxes that were in some farmhouse in some rural county in Florida, and those all those votes were for Gore,
I remember
and
that.
that rural county in Florida just so happened to be Jeb Bush's county, which was the brother of the guy who was running against Al Gore at the time. So they hid 50,000 votes in his brother's fucking
Dang.
town.
And didn't Jeb eat good after that?
Yeah, he did. He was he's the one guy in the world who know he never should have had what he had, and he did pretty well because it was
Yeah,
pretty easy.
yeah.
But he got handed a nice cushy
You
spot.
don't understand. I watch this shit like sports, bro. That's why
I'm saying this shit is
you
like
can't just
people
copy no
watch these
candidate.
shows. People watch Sopranos. They watch Game of Thrones. Like, yo, watch our politics. It's so much crazier.
It's so fucking funny. It's so hilarious, bro. And you can
All
tell when
right,
they're
well, y'all ain't
influencing
giving me
the candidate in
no
your face, bro.
y'all watch it all day.
What we
Well,
need
when
to
we
do,
have
what
these
we need to
shows,
do. Look, we need to
the
rent a
insight
studio
don't
for the
come out.
weekend. Look, we need to rent a studio for a weekend somewhere. The three of us need to get in there with three laptops and watch some fucking shit back and forth and
I'm
put
gonna
together
tell you,
two
I will
decent
watch it.
shows.
It go in my ear and out the other. Only thing I'm gonna do
No,
is be
we
able
gotta
to
show you, bro. We
discuss.
gotta put together like PowerPoint presentations for hours to bring you up to speed. It's deep, bro. It's deep. It's
Okay,
deep.
but this debate is big. Only reason why I'm involved is because African American woman who probably don't identify herself as that is running for a president for the first time ever, and she was vice president for the first time ever. Donald Trump is illuminating character, a hip hop motherfucking figure, all that type of stuff. This ain't like a politic thing with me. So when I'm asking these questions, it's not on some politician knowing facts and all this type of shit. I'm from the culture. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. This shit, I
But
dissect
that's
shit different from y'all.
no, that's cool. But the culture need to know facts too. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
culture
Okay,
don't know
okay.
facts.
I didn't hear
because we
no
represent the
facts.
culture.
Y'all
We
always talk
represent the.
about facts.
What do
I
you
ain't
mean?
hear
I gave a
facts.
bunch of facts. You just didn't like hearing them.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We're gonna watch the show again. And I'm gonna count all the facts y'all gave me from the question y'all asked and
I
shit like
dropped
that.
like 3 bombs today.
All right, redrop them. Give me facts. Come on, go.
Okay, so let's just talk about just now with the Al Gore votes that were hidden by Jeb Bush for his brother who was running, which was Bush. So the hidden fucking
See,
votes,
y'all missed
50,000.
the concept of this YouTube shit. I put up the thing Kamala Harris Trump. That's all we should be talking about. I put
Right.
up that.
Okay.
Bro, when you
So
run it
also
back, everything I was when you run it back,
Donald Trump not getting involved in one war in his 4 year tenure as president, and also the day he got in, threatened the leader of ISIS and said, if we have one service member killed by an ISIS person, we're gonna fucking kill you directly. I know where you always are, and that didn't happen for the 4 years he was in. He's the first president who walked across the demilitarized zone in North Korea. He walked across it against his people's advice, walked right across into a foreign enemy's territory where no president has ever set foot, and he shook hands with dude and they had a conversation. And then we didn't have any smoke with him. He sat down with Putin. Putin said he's a super smart
hold on,
guy
be
and he's
red. Hold on, be
calculated,
red.
and
Hold
we
on,
didn't
be
have
red.
no smoke with them.
Hold on, be red. He said he was the first president to do what?
Ever walk across a demilitarized zone from South Korea into enemy North Korea.
Hmm.
That is baller shit. That's John Wayne shit. That's American shit.
Hmm.
No.
And it was ill advised. They said, do
How
not
about
do
this?
it.
I hope they
We want
not
to talk
buddy
facts.
buddy and they know that we
They could have
whatever.
shot
It's
him over
all
there and
good.
we couldn't have done shit about it
God,
because he was on
he
their
left him.
property.
He left him and talked shit. Called him Rocket Man. Come
Yeah,
on,
oh
bro.
yeah, that was he had already talked shit and put him in his
He
place.
left
He already
them to
talked
talk
shit and put
shit,
him in
and
his
y'all
place.
proud of that.
No, but
No,
I'm saying,
but then he went
but no,
over there and then he shook hands and was
hold on.
magnanimous
What
and was
I'm
a
proud
leader.
about,
That's a leader,
Okay.
dog. That's a
Y'all
leader.
just drop facts, and I'm sorry. I'm wrong for that. Y'all drop facts. I
Don't
just
play
don't
with
want
me
it to
out here,
come
Bush.
across
Not in
as
these
this.
streets. Don't call me
Nah,
a,
I
a,
really
a
don't
fake
want this to
newser.
be. I want this to be a non-biased shit. If y'all want to start your own Trump channel, whatever else, when I
No, it's
speak, I
not
just
that.
try to.
It's
I
this
want
is
to make it
America.
like
I
non-biased
made
as
it.
much as I can. That's all.
I also made it very clear that I wish that there was a Democrat nominee up right now that made it hard for me to decide who to choose for. I wish I had a Democrat that I could get behind and think that they were going to do the right thing and steer the party
Yeah, but
correct.
that's the problem though. The
It's
Democrats
too
need to
much.
stop. The Democrats need to stop shunning. If there are Trump supporters, you're not supposed to shun them for being a Trump supporter, bro. Because guess what?
Exactly.
The opposite end of that
Yeah,
spectrum,
you're
you
right.
are a this and this supporter, which don't make you no worse or no better. You know what I'm
You
Trump
saying?
know,
supporters try
Trump
to
make it
bring other
hard
people over.
with the way he get down and certain things he say. But if
Whatever.
he's doing the
But
right
yo,
thing, then it don't
Trump
matter. But
supporters try to bring other supporters in, whereas Democrat supporters will fight you if you don't agree with what they say. They're not trying to. They're not about tolerance, even though they
Because they're
preach
having an
about it. They're
emotional
not about
argument.
tolerance.
They're having an
I
emotional
ain't
argument.
I ain't going with that because
It's
everybody
good.
on
No,
both
but
sides
no. EST
we
is
got
100%
assholes
right.
on both
No,
sides.
no, but EST was going
Sorry.
to nail it right in the head when he said because they're having an emotional reaction because they're not based in
Okay,
fact
but
because
I
they
get
never
it.
give you
But you didn't
facts.
hear
It's
what
They
I
only
don't like
said.
emotion.
hearing that.
It's
They don't
assholes
like
on
hearing
both
that.
sides. If y'all disagree with that, then y'all obviously very, you know what I mean? Y'all on some
Yo,
other
but me,
shit.
me and
But I ain't
EST,
trying
me
to
and
argue y'all
EST,
down. I know that
me
ain't
and
gonna happen.
EST, me and EST get our news from very different places, similar stuff, but different places. And we've both been paying attention to this for a
So
very,
you
very long
disagree with
time.
there's assholes on both sides?
Of course
Yes,
there is. It's fucking
All
yes.
right
politics. People
then.
are
That's
fucking
it. That's
assholes
all
This
I'm
is
all
the
day
saying.
thing.
long.
Guess what?
But
Guess
what
But
I'm
if
what?
I
saying is
say the
we
Hold
same
have
on.
thing
very
like, oh,
different,
on
we
the
have very
left,
different
we
places that
on the
we,
left, I'm not
but
left.
check
I
it
swear
out.
to God. But if
Me
I
and
say
E
a
get our
statement like,
politics. Me and E get our politics from very different places, and we have very different politics. I'm a white man from the Northeast. He's a black man from the South, and
that's
we're
true.
both fucking with Republicans now.
That's
But
a
we're
good
not
ass point.
necessarily.
That's a good ass point.
But you know what? We get our information from many different places. We live different lives. How is it that we can have the exact same shit to say,
Good point.
and the
How
Democrats
about
can't
this
agree
though?
on a fucking thing? They got
Every
riots going down. They have world record riots going on at their own convention right now because half the people that
no,
are
no, no, be
on
that.
their
Don't say that.
side.
Don't say that. Don't say that because they can counter other shit, right? Don't do that because they can counter. But look, every true leader is an asshole. So don't do that.
You're right.
Absolutely. They
You're
want to
right.
be in
So
politics.
yeah,
You're sick
exactly.
if you
That's all
want to
I'm
be a
saying. That's
politician.
all I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
And
if you want
people
to
are
be a
people
politician,
too.
you're a sick
No,
person.
Hey,
I'm
B
not saying
Rad,
he's an angel.
I want to play this content again because I want EST to see this inspirational Trump
I think
thing. Hold up.
Price hikes have cost the average family $28,000. That credit card debt is at an all time high. And that basically the prices of things have never been like this ever before. There's never been anything like it. If you want to bring the prices down, if you want to have a good life, vote for Trump. Did you know that? If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward.
Yep. Amazing. Gotta
yeah,
love
man.
it.
Yeah, man. You know, at the end of the day,
We
I
gotta
don't know. I don't
we
know.
gotta get we gotta get what we do. What we gotta get is somebody up here who can have a conversation and not freak out, who can represent the left properly, but not like lose their shit and be fact based, and that's hard to find.
See, but I grew up in debating, up under Shaka Amos, Brother Larry. So they taught me well, and I know sometimes our people have emotional arguments. So I like to come and talk just facts.
Well, I like the way you bring it because I can get a little caught up in the emotion of it, and you always settle it down. I like it, so you
Because
are well versed in
I
that.
don't have an emotion towards it when it comes to because I'm not defending them to that point where I'm gonna get or aggressive about it. I'm debating the facts. Let's debate the facts. All I'm saying is she don't have enough leeway, groundway backing in this country to even. She don't deserve to be his opponent, bro. She don't even deserve to be his opponent. That's
I
how I look.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. She doesn't belong in the ring. Yo, can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me right now, but yeah, no, she doesn't. She doesn't belong in the ring right now. She doesn't belong in this arena. She's not well versed enough. She doesn't belong there. She wasn't put there. She just wound up. No, I mean, she was put there, but not by vote, by just process of elimination and being the last person standing at the end, I guess. But she doesn't belong there just yet. And maybe she will one day. I'm not saying she doesn't. She's a very smart woman. She's made it this far. She's not as smart as world leaders, maybe, but she's not well versed in that just yet. She could have spent a lot more time being schooled in that if she were with a good president, but she didn't have that, Joe Biden, so she didn't learn very much about foreign policy. But she can learn in the future, but we don't need her in the office right now to learn. We need someone in the office who knows how to do it. And there's somebody who's already done it and did it well. Why not go with them based on track record? All a salesman or a businessman ever asks for is your trust in a small situation. And when they do right by you, then you rock with them in a bigger one. Well, Trump already put 4 years in, and he did well for us. So why don't you take his fucking? Why don't you give him a little bit of credit and let the guy rock for another 4 because he did a great job first time around. Bottom
But
line, he's proven.
right. You're right. But I know my people, and you can't talk like that. You got to be
I
on some shit.
understand.
You got
I
to be on some
understand.
shit. She ain't got no. You got to do that with people because they not gonna get the the facts, the statistics. They don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah,
And
but people are waking up and they know that they were doing better before, and they didn't like the last 4. And they don't like what's been going on, and it's weird. So it just makes sense, and that's all I'm buying for. Is we have a track record. The guy wasn't
well,
bad.
well, let me stick to let me touch on the topic at the end of the day, the debate. A lot to the people not. It's going to be funny. It's going to be a landslide. He's going to wipe the floor with her, and that's not based off no Trump biases. That's no different from a sports bet, and I'm watching the most dominant team go against the one that's not. You're going to be like, oh, they're going to wipe the floor with an out. Of course, anything can happen, but this ain't based off a point system, so it's all spectacle. So I know, and then he has backing, actual literal. He ran the country for 4 years, and it did good. Which has she ran any country for 4 years?
I'm saying he can come with facts and fucking and evidence of what he's done, and she can't say shit. So like to the trained ear, people who know what's up, they're gonna know that he won. But people are just dumb, and they're just gonna say that she won or she did better, and they're just gonna push that agenda with no proof, as always, just
I
by
wouldn't even
saying
say
it
dumb.
emotionally.
I wouldn't even say dumb. I would just say some people just listening with different ears sometimes, you know.
That's true
Even
too. You
sometimes
hear what you want to hear.
sometimes the shit I say will come off as this and that, but sometimes it's with the untrained ear. You know, I'm not
Oh,
personally, I don't know the man personally to love him and like him personally. I'm just speaking off the back end, what I've seen in my culture, my life, even before he became president. The culture never looked at him as this opposition against black people like it is now. So I don't
no,
want to
they
talk about.
never did. That bothers me.
Yeah, it bothers me.
It should bother everybody.
See, but it bothers me. It don't bother me only because it do, but it don't only because I know it's propaganda. I know it's
Right.
propaganda.
No, but that's what bothers me about it. It's not about a racial part about it. The part that bothers me is the fact that like they've gotten so many people to move and believe and have hatred based on a lie, and it's like propaganda is so we're so aware of it. We saw it during World War II. We saw it during Korea. We saw it like throughout everything, bro. Like, and people
It,
still don't. They still fall for it.
it's the thing. I don't think they know now that foreign influences are now joining social media, starting a narrative that now is snowballing.
But it only makes sense. Like, how could they not expect that? Like, why would they not do that? I just that's why I get emotional about things. It's like, how do you not see this? Like, maybe I'm just
No,
a bad
it
guy
is.
who just doesn't want to
No,
be a bad guy, but I see these angles and I understand them.
you see it, we see it, the government sees it, but I'm not gonna make us special. But it's just like
Right. Right.
some people, the majority of some people are just gonna go about their day to day and not gonna care to look or even realize that foreign
And,
influence is over, even in your voting, even in your social media. They're creating narratives. Look at
and
TikTok. What do you think TikTok is?
it's a divisive tool.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and I don't, but I almost envy the people who don't know and don't care because it must be, ignorance is bliss. Like this shit bothers me. I told you I don't necessarily like politics. I do have a love-hate relationship with it, but like because it is exciting and it's dope. But like I also hate that I have to pay attention to it. But like
But it's
it draws me in and I can't not. I can't not. And it kills me. So I get worked up about it because it's blatant and obvious and people just don't be seeing it, and it gets me sometimes. And that's why I like when you come in, you're nice, solid, you back things up. And like I said, like we were just dropping facts, and Butch's like, "What facts?" I'm like, "All facts, all night."
See, but okay, let me. So I won't be a hypocrite. What I was saying and tying in my point, all the things I was saying about her from being the district attorney, that is going to be included in the debate. So that's why I'm tying
Sure,
that in. So that
sure,
if you don't know how a debate works, they're going to use shit because we don't have a sample size of you running the country or doing anything politically. So what else are
right.
we going
But
to?
yeah, so and those are accomplishments, they're accolades. They are good things about her. It proves that she is a somebody. She's not some idiot off the street. When I say she's not smart, I mean smart foreign policy wise and how to run a nation just yet. And she could have gotten 4 years of experience if she had a good president in front of her like Joe Biden, who schooled her on foreign policy, but he just let everybody roll over him and had no foreign policy, so she didn't learn a fucking thing.
Do you think she's
And
going to cross the militarized zone?
no, never, never, bro. Nobody's been. I'm telling you, that was some old school American type shit. You
That
know,
was some, yeah, man. It was just only the
that's
leader.
like that's like Washington crossing the Delaware type picture right there. Him walking across there, and then I mean posterized when he got shot with that. Oh, that was just the craziest picture in history. That'll
So
probably not be as big as it should be.
what do we probably got to do now is come up with some bulletin points or some talking points that we don't like about Trump, so we don't seem like we just
A
because
hundred percent.
I hate being called like a
A
fanatic. Yeah,
Trumper. I hate being called a Trumper because I'm not.
no, I can be a Trumper just like I'm a Kansas City Chiefs
Oh,
fan.
I
You
can
can't,
be.
right?
But I'm
So
just saying I'm just not. I'm just not. But like I obviously I'm rooting for him in this one. But yeah, no, I think it's a great idea to come up with
the
with a
thing,
good
I
five
can love
bulletin
the
points
Chiefs.
each.
I can love the Chiefs, but certain things that organization does within the Chiefs, I cannot agree with that. But overall, I support how they move forward. You
I'm
know,
a
it's sometimes,
diehard Giants fan, but I get fucking so mad at them all the time.
bro, they let go of Saquon. I would never forgive them if I was you.
Bro, like, why don't you
I
just
would.
pour salt in the one wound that I fucking have fully exposed right now? Like, are you kidding me? And then he's gonna
I
he's
would
gonna
never.
be running for the Eagles, bro. Like,
And listen, he and I'm a Kansas City Chief, so I gotta see that shit. You get what I'm saying? So how you
I
think the fuck?
understand it matters to you.
Okay, so listen, they paid the fucking rookie, but let Saquon go. If I was a Giants fan,
I
I
don't
would
get
never.
it. I
I
understand the concept of switching it up, and like he has been an injury risk, but now as fucking mud in our eye, he's gonna dip and just be a dude with the offensive line he's got, bro.
It's
Oh
y'all fault.
man.
It's y'all fault. Y'all didn't keep his ass over there in New York because we ain't got to see the Giants like that. You know, so
But I don't know. I think we're gonna look good this year. I
the
think I
Giants,
think
no, ain't a chance. Because
yeah.
you
No,
know,
I think I
I
think
hate
I think
to
we're
bring
gonna.
it
I
up
don't think we're
topic.
gonna be great, but I think we might be over 500.
You see your division, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You know you went there with the Jets, right?
yeah. Like that. We didn't have a single starter playing,
You know
and
Aaron
we just had
Rodgers.
a shakeup. We just had a shakeup at quarterback. Aaron
You,
Rodgers. It is what it is.
oh, okay. Well, that's a whole nother
He's a
topic, man.
beast. He's a beast. He's a beast.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. But as far as the debate,
No, but our division is the Eagles and the fucking the Eagles, the Commanders, and Dallas, man. And it's gonna be a tough one, bro. It's the NFC beast, bro. Always. Let's
wait,
go.
y'all don't play the Jets right? Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, no, Jets are AFC, but we
See,
still play
y'all
them.
will probably come on top of the Commanders. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yo, but they're a tough squad, bro. The Commanders always find a way to fuck us. Philly always finds a way to fuck
You
us.
know,
Dallas,
but
we
you
can
know,
beat up on, but they always don't wind up being a better team one day, one recently at least. But I think we're putting it together. We're putting it together. I'm
Saquon
excited.
gonna drop like 200 on y'all when he see y'all. You know that, right?
Yeah, he probably is going to, but
Okay.
let's hope he stays healthy, and I want to see him stay healthy. I don't want to see him get hurt. It kills
Well,
me that he left. It sucks. I love Saquon Barkley.
if we
I
talking
love the guy.
sports, Trump is the Eagles, and I hate
And
to say it.
plus he went to Penn State, so like being back in Pennsylvania, at Philly, like that's different. Like that's I don't know, man. Like
Oh, even Philly.
he's a fucking G. I don't know if he's from Philly, but he went to Penn State. He went to school in Happy Valley, so like
He
he's
sure
back in
did. Oh, he's
Pennsylvania.
number 5,
Yep.
right?
So yeah, I
You're,
think so. But he was sick. He was
yeah,
sick. He was
yeah.
sick. I love him. I love him. I wish
Hey,
him well, and I'm pissed we
but
lost him.
when is this debate, man? Is it the 10th of September, right?
Is that when it is? I didn't even check it. I know they were talking about it. I actually didn't think it was going to happen.
No, they gotta have. You know, it's a spectacle, man. It's like the Christmas parade. They're gonna do it, and plus we gotta wait 4 years for it. So they gonna do it. You know, they never gonna skip it. They barely had a candidate. You know, so and that's why I'm telling Bush, if it wasn't for her, who the fuck would come out of the Democratic Party if it wasn't for her? That's a great question, bro. I don't see nobody coming out of it. So I don't know. We're gonna look up when is the presidential debate. I think it's September 10th. It's coming up. Okay, well, coming up, my predictions, like I said, Kamala has no chance. I understand Bush. He want to have a fair game. He want to leave some leeway. To me, no, I'm not leaving no leeway. I see a landslide. I don't even think it's going to be entertaining past the first hour. I think it's just going to be over with. Everybody going to do their thing. I think they're going to make fun of her online, social media. So prepare for the memes. You know, I'm sorry. Call me a Trumper. It is what it is, man. But if y'all still here, appreciate you taking the time to tap in. Shout out to Bush. Shout out to B-Rad. Like and subscribe. Hop in the comment section. Let us know what y'all think about it. It's the Bull Light Show.